fall camp, through the season, watching extra film together, things like that, really meshing, as a unit, like all 5 guys on a string. I feel like that's been a huge thing for us, and I feel like, especially this month, we've gotten better. I feel like I've gotten better personally as a player, just technique-wise, and I feel like mentally our team's in a really great position, and we're really excited.
Trevor, you always hear guys, coaches say that it's really important for the offensive line, especially, to develop in a program for 3 or 4 years. But Drake, you just mentioned, he didn't have spring ball. He hasn't been in the program for you guys for very long. What does it say about him and his coaching staff that he's been able to come in and be as versatile and be as cohesive as he has been?
No doubt. Like, for instance, Drake came in, even, his visit, when he was in the transfer portal, his visit, we clicked, and, he just joined the brotherhood, immediately. We went on spring break together. We only knew each other for, a month and a half. So, he's a really good dude, man. The way he was raised, and he's one of the hardest workers I've ever seen. Him and Blake Corum, Aiden Hutchinson, they're up there. When we're on the bikes, his heart rate's kind of health rich type of thing, how hard he works. I don't know if it's because he's a fat dude or but man, he works his tail off, and honestly, he's made me a better player. He's made me work harder, just seeing how gritty he is and how he grinds. And I think how much he wants to be great as well. I think when we got these 3 transfers, Miles, LD, and Drake, I've known the Hinton family. I've said this before, they're such a good family and such good people, where Miles could just come in, just totally fit in, and LD and Drake, 2 former captains, and played Pac-12 ball, but we had to show them a little Big Ten ball, and the run schemes, little things like that. I feel like their biggest thing was just learning the playbook, and us meshing together. Because I played with Ryan Hayes for 2 years, and we knew everything we were gonna do on every single thing. So just learning that, talking extra, watching extra film, saying, hey, how you're gonna take this combo, things like that. And they've been tremendous. Even shout out to LD, man. He came in here, he has no eligibility left, didn't start, I believe, his first 3 or 4 games, and if I was in the position, I don't know how I'd react. You're in your last year, you have the NFL aspirations and things like that, but he just kept sticking to it, kept working, and he's definitely flourished and blossomed, on the field, and I love playing next to him. It's a really cool thing to see.
You and I think Carson and Drake all were banged up a little bit, and how has the last month been for your bodies up front?
It's been terrific.
Yeah.
Especially, with the way our offense is, and, being a guard in our offense, pulling all the time, and just, me as a player, I just like coming off the ball, hitting. I love that part of the game, and pulling and stuff like that. And just, get a couple, days off after the Iowa game, I thought was big for me. The rest of even the rest of our team. You get to week 13 of the season, your body's going to be hurting for sure. And I feel like our coaches prepared us, and it was actually the most healthy team we've had in the past 2 years, I feel like. And just a bunch of old guys, just always nonstop getting treatment, taking care of their bodies, getting the cold tubs, watching that extra film. I feel like it's been huge for our success this season.
Trevor, a lot's been made. A lot's been made this season of JJ's pre-snap adjustments, right, and what he goes through there. How important has that been for your offensive line success, being able to get his reads?
Yeah, I feel like it's just all 11 players working together, and we do a great job as a team. We do teach the game meetings pretty often, and we'll know each position group's game plan and little things like that. So. And me as a player, I love learning other people's positions, and even knowing JJ's reads. I know most offensive linemen they don't really understand route concepts and stuff like that, but I love learning that. I love learning coverages and seeing that kind of stuff. So it's kind of cool because we'll call a route concept, and I'll be looking at the coverage, and I'll be like, oh, this guy's gonna be open before the play, and if it works, I'm like, yeah, in my head. But it's cool, and he's such a well-rounded player, and just the aura of him, in our offense, on our team, it just shows how special he is, and just how prepared he is. Coach Campbell always says, our position group is going to be the most prepared team on the field, and I feel like they've done a great job of that, and JJ's done a terrific job, in the spotlight and in these big games, and when we need him the most, he really shows who he is as a player.
You have linemen who are playing all over.